I know. And I can't wait to see you. It's trying to look good.
Kylie, can I ask you a question? Or just say something to you? It might be a really good idea if you'd spend a little bit of time with Kendall on this.
Kris Jenner, the powerhouse matriarch of the Kardashian-Jenner family, is making headlines again. This time, however, it's not for managing her children's careers or orchestrating massive business deals. Instead, her involvement in her daughter Kendall Jenner's personal life has become the center of attention, sparking heated debates among fans. As Kendall deals with the aftermath of her breakup with Corey Gamble, Kris's protective instincts have prompted her to step in. However, not everyone agrees with how she's handled the situation. Fans see Kris's actions as those of a loving and concerned mother, while others feel she's overstepping, blurring the line between a supportive parent and a controlling manager. This has led many to question how much influence Kris should have over her adult children's lives, particularly in their personal relationships. Kris Jenner has built her reputation as the ultimate momager, skillfully managing her children's public images and businesses, but this recent incident has stirred controversy. Reports suggest that Kris played a significant role in Kendall's decision to end things with Corey. Allegedly, Kris advised Kendall to break up with him after becoming suspicious of his behavior. According to an insider, Kris has a unique ability to sense when something isn't right. She believed Corey's influence on Kendall was unhealthy and encouraged her to take a step back to reassess the relationship. While some applaud Kris for protecting her daughter, others feel her actions cross the line. They argue that Kendall, as an adult, should be allowed to navigate her relationships without her mother's interference. This divide among fans has only grown louder, with social media platforms buzzing with opinions on the matter. A Facebook group called the Crisp One for Kris announced that supporters of Kris's actions point out that she's acting out of love and concern for Kendall's well-being. One fan tweeted, "Kris Jenner is just being a good mom. If she sees someone toxic in her daughter's life, she has every right to step in." Another commented, "Say what you want about Kris, but she always has her kids' backs. She's the ultimate mom." On the flip side, critics argue that Kris's involvement is an example of her tendency to micromanage her children's lives. One person remarked, "Kendall is a grown woman. She should be able to make her own decisions without Kris constantly hovering." Another added, "It's one thing to offer advice, but trying to control who Kendall dates is going too far. She deserves to live her life." This clash of opinions highlights the complicated nature of Kris's role in her family. She's not just a mother, she's also a business partner, which can create tension between what's best for the family's image and what's best for her children as individuals. Meanwhile, Kendall has remained mostly silent amidst the public debate about her mother's actions. This has only fueled more speculation. Insiders close to Kendall say that while she appreciates her mom's concern, she also finds the situation overwhelming. A family friend shared, "Kendall loves her mom and knows she means well, but she's fiercely independent. She doesn't want to feel like her personal life is being micromanaged." This situation is a clear example of the challenges that come with living in the public eye. For Kris, balancing her roles as a mother and a manager often blurs the lines of what's appropriate. For Kendall, it's about asserting her independence while respecting her mother's intentions. It's a dynamic that has fueled countless headlines over the years and continues to captivate fans and critics alike. Ultimately, the debate over Kris's involvement in Kendall's breakup highlights the complexities of their relationship. It's a reminder that even in one of the most famous families in the world, navigating personal boundaries and familial support can be tricky. Whether you see Kris as a protective mom or an overbearing manager, one thing is clear: her actions, as always, have everyone talking. Kendall Jenner's quiet and private nature means she rarely addresses public drama, leaving fans eager to hear her perspective on the recent situation. Many are curious about her feelings regarding Kris Jenner's involvement in her personal life and relationship decisions. This isn't the first time Kris's hands-on approach has sparked debates. Over the years, her dual role as a mother and manager has earned both praise and criticism. From guiding Kim Kardashian through her high-profile relationships to helping Kylie Jenner build a billion-dollar business empire, Kris's influence is undeniable. Yet, when it comes to personal matters, her tendency to merge professional involvement with familial care often stirs tension. Media analyst Rebecca James commented, "Kris's role is unique. She's not just a mom, she's a business partner. This dual role can blur the lines, especially when personal and professional boundaries mix." The reactions to Kris's actions highlight a broader discussion about parental involvement in the lives of adult children. While some fans see her as a protective and loving mother, others believe her actions are controlling and intrusive. One fan wrote, "Kris Jenner is the definition of a strong, caring mother. She's willing to protect her kids no matter the backlash." Another countered, "Kris needs to remember that her kids are grown-ups. There's a fine line between caring and controlling." This ongoing debate underscores the complexities of Kris's role within the Kardashian-Jenner family. Her supporters argue that her intentions come from a place of love, while her critics feel she needs to let her children handle their personal lives without interference. Ad nauseam, despite the differing opinions, one thing is clear: Kris' actions keep people talking. Although Kris Jenner hasn't addressed the criticism directly, sources close to her insist that her actions come from genuine concern for Kendall Jenner's well-being. A family insider elaborated, "Kris knows she can't please everyone. Her priority has always been her family. She's willing to face backlash if it means protecting her children." This statement sheds light on Kris's willingness to endure public and private scrutiny to fulfill what she perceives as her maternal duty. However, this protective approach sometimes creates friction, not only with fans but also within her family, including her fiercely independent daughter Kendall. As this drama unfolds, fans are closely observing how both Kris and Kendall handle the situation. Will Kris take a step back and allow Kendall to navigate her personal relationships without interference? Or will she continue playing a significant role in her daughter's decisions despite the backlash? One thing is clear: the Kardashian-Jenner family has a long history of addressing complex issues in the public eye, making their dynamics a constant source of intrigue. The public nature of this saga has amplified the stakes for Kris. Her dual role as both a mother and a manager adds layers of complexity. On one hand, she has built an empire by skillfully managing her children's careers and maintaining their status as cultural icons. On the other hand, her maternal instincts often lead her to become deeply involved in their personal lives, blurring the boundaries between professional management and personal overreach. This latest controversy has reignited conversations about Kris Jenner's ability to balance her personal and professional roles. Many fans admire her dedication to her family, viewing her as a strong, protective mother who always puts her children first. Others, however, argue that her involvement sometimes crosses the line, especially when it comes to her adult children's personal lives. Kendall's silence on the matter has added another layer of intrigue. Insiders suggest that Kendall values her independence and prefers to keep her personal life out of the spotlight. Unlike some of her siblings, Kendall has often chosen a more private path, carefully curating what she shares with the public. This preference for privacy contrasts sharply with Kris's more public approach, creating a dynamic that has fueled speculation about how Kendall truly feels about her mother's involvement. Kendall Jenner has consistently shown that she values her autonomy, both in her career and personal life. As a world-renowned supermodel, she has carved out her own identity, separate from the family brand. This independence has often led to subtle clashes with Kris's more hands-on approach. While Kendall appreciates her mother's support, sources suggest she sometimes feels suffocated by Kris's involvement in areas she prefers to handle on her own. For Kendall, maintaining control over her narrative is vital, especially in an environment where privacy is a rare luxury. Her silence on the recent drama could be a way to assert her independence, signaling that she prefers to address personal matters privately rather than engaging in a public back and forth. Kris Jenner's approach to motherhood is as polarizing as it is fascinating. To some, she is the quintessential example of a devoted parent, willing to sacrifice her own reputation for the sake of her children. To others, her actions can come across as overbearing, with her protective tendencies occasionally veering into territory that feels invasive. This duality is what makes Kris such a compelling figure in the public eye. Whether she is praised for her maternal instincts or criticized for overstepping, her actions always spark conversations. This latest saga with Kendall is no exception, as it highlights the ongoing tension between Kris's desire to protect her children and their need to establish their own independence. What remains undeniable is the resilience of the Kardashian-Jenner family. They have repeatedly demonstrated their ability to handle challenges, both personal and professional, while remaining firmly in the public eye. This serves as another chapter in their ongoing story, one that reflects the evolving nature of their relationships and the challenges of balancing familial bonds with personal growth. Beyond the immediate family drama, this situation also raises broader questions about the challenges of maintaining family relationships under the layer of public scrutiny. For Kris, the line between being a mother and a manager is often blurred, a dynamic that many find relatable in their own lives, albeit on a much smaller scale. For Kendall, the struggle to assert her independence while honoring her family ties is a universal challenge, resonating with anyone who has sought to carve out their own path. What do you think? Is Kris Jenner simply looking out for her daughter, or has she gone too far in trying to control Kendall's personal life? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates on the Kardashian-Jenner family. Their story continues to captivate audiences, and this latest chapter is no exception. Stay tuned for more drama, heartfelt moments, and all the details you won't want to miss.